going on, YouTube?
Hello.
You want to tilt your camera just a tiny bit down? Perfect. A little bit more. That's good. What's happening, guys? We're live for the Steelers Titans.
Tight ends. I always like how you say Titans.
Big Ben, James Conner, and Juju Smith-Schuster. It's nice to see some of the starters playing. I noticed some of the games this weekend didn't have all the starters
No,
playing.
they didn't. And I can understand why, considering, Lamar Miller's unfortunate ACL injury. And for those of you who tuned into the draft, I selected him in my fantasy along with Andrew Luck.
What's going on, Jake? How are you doing tonight?
Oh, nice. Jake Jacobs.
Vrabel sporting a new haircut.
Oh, I thought it was a mustache.
Mustache too. Going
Yeah.
with that tight fade.
It's almost a fumble, that.
That was close. He threw it just in front of him, a yard or two, but it was close. Luck retires. Lamar Miller tears his ACL. Titans' chances are improving. Yeah, that's true. They are improving. Two nice injuries, especially the Luck retirement is nice as a Titans fan.
It's bad for football as a whole, though, I would say.
To put it in perspective, right now we have Andrew Luck on the Colts winning 8.85 games. Let's update this sheet to show you the change that it makes.
In real time.
Jacoby Brissett, we have him rated at 70 overall. It seems pretty fair.
Yeah, he's of the best backups. I mean, between him and Bridgewater, I would think.
Takes him down to 8.07. So it's actually not too big of a change for their win total.
I don't know. I mean, it's less than a win, I guess, but that's still tough. I'd like to see a fake here by the Steelers, to be real. A low snap.
I like this camera angle right there.
So do I. Oh, who is that? 25. That's got to be Samuels. Could have done better.
That camera angle gives you such a better look at what's
happening.
happening.
It does. I like that they're at least trying stuff out.
Yeah, that's true. And the pilot cam, or the pylon cam, or the first down pylon cam that they had for Monday Night Football, that was nice.
Got to be real here. That Luck thing really angered me, considering I thought something weird like that could happen.
Well, you were upset just making the pick in general before that, so
Yeah. But I think I'm gonna, the one thing, if it's really close within 0.1 par or 0.2 of another one, if I don't think it's a tough guy that'll play through injury, then I'm gonna select someone else. I think it's got to be on the cusp, though. That's for me personally. Like the Fournette one crushed me last year. It's so angering. So, yeah, Sean Lee too. I had him in the tackles thing. Ugh, can't take it.
Yeah, you gotta Some guys are just more injury prone than others.
I don't know if it's injury prone. It's choosing how you handle injury. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I know Fournette's on that same list for you.
Yeah, Fournette is absolutely Kiki QT. Even though I think Kiki QT is a really good. I think he's a really good receiver. Oddly enough, he's got kid gloves though. Oh, it was Artie Burns who let that one go. Artie Burns playing special teams, not a good look.
We got Mariota in, at quarterback.
I'm surprised they didn't sign Tannehill to a 2 or a 3 year deal. I gotta be real.
He probably didn't want to sign for longer than one.
Yeah, because he knows that would make sense. Tannehill's got to be other. Oh, come on. Yeah. Who's that, Mark Barron? Terrell Edmonds. Oh, it was Mark Barron as well, according to Al Michaels, the gambler.
So we have a couple early flags here. Tennessee hasn't even got a playoff yet. Henry, I guess, is sitting out as a healthy scratch.
Devin Bush has a serious hair. Like that lock at the end, real thick.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I feel like Mariota didn't even look before he threw that.
That's what I was just going to... That's what I thought, too. I kind of understand because it looks like such a run play. This is how I play Madden, is how the Tennessee Titans play. Tennessee's my Madden team, in fact.
Who did he target there? Is that Corey Davis?
Yeah. Corey Davis kind of had him beat. Corey Davis, if he just... he kind of sold his body on that. And the throw, you got to be accurate with that throw. That's a hard throw to make.
He didn't even look before he threw that.
Yeah, I don't like this to play.
Oh. Who's that? Number
Adam
10?
Humphries.
It's Humphries?
$10 million, right?
It's crazy. I'll pull it up.
$9 million. I'm sorry, guys. $9 million for Adam Humphries. I like these formations. I gotta be real here. Single back, it's my style. 3rd and 10, and you're lame.
Giving up. Steelers defense looks good there.
I think Steelers defense is an underrated unit. This is kind of like a linchpin adding Devin Bush, the rookie. Yeah. It's a shame they didn't have Shazier. Shazier was a game changer for that defense.
It's a shame because they could have used that draft capital somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But it seems like they've got a good player in Devin Bush.
Going back to Madden, Shazier's in the game and he's an 82. And you can play him alongside Devin Bush. So you can play nickel with 2 linebackers. It's pretty good.
It's a nice...
Considering how fast they are as linebackers, is ridiculous.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I picked up Prescott and Garoppolo in the other one. I don't have a choice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't have a choice. I'm going to stream those 2 guys the whole year.
So you lose what, like 4 points?
4th and an 8th.
Lamar Miller hurts, but running backs you can deal with. It's the quarterback one that hurts in that league.
In that league, yeah. Well, he wasn't a starter, Lamar Miller.
Which is good, but he's a guy that...
It's not great. I would prefer. It hurts my... Darius Geis might be underrated, and I'm going to have to tip my shades. The Josh Gordon pick looks like it was, regardless of what happens, to be a steal, because he's taken off the NFI list. He's ready to go.
Oh, that's good. It's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to update the Lamar Miller.
Yeah, that one will hurt a little bit, but not too much.
It won't make too much
Quarter of a game?
Yeah, probably not even. It's not so much him missing, it's that the guys that have to fill in behind Duke Johnson. That's where it hurts them.
Well, because it's like Duke Johnson's role really shouldn't change that much.
It'll change.
Yeah,
he's
but
gonna be relied upon early. Like he's gonna probably play 70-80% of the snaps.
I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me.
It's Duke Johnson can play every down.
I don't know if we agree quite on that, but
there's certain guys I wouldn't want to be.
I wouldn't want Chris Thompson on early downs.
No.
Wouldn't want James White on early downs.
Duke Johnson's more complete as an overall runner than those guys.
Yeah, James White's actually all right.
But the problem is they just don't have anybody behind him that can.
But I don't know why. Like, there's some UDFAs you should be able to glean from. Like, management should be on the tape, like looking at the cutting room floor, seeing if there's any nice play, Connor. This is just go out of balance. Great job. Great job.
Bad from Adoree Jackson though. He completely whiffed on that tackle.
Maybe he didn't want to tackle him. You know what I mean?
Well, he forced him inside, which is good. But if a guy's gonna make his cut and be able to stay at the same speed.
Yeah, and you're supposed to be one of the more athletic players.
Also, like Byard and all the inside guys were late getting there.
Yeah, that's true.
This angle I'm loving.
That was a brutal
see the entire
pass.
Field.
That was a brutal pass.
Oh, it was okay. Smith dropped it.
That's true, but I didn't like that pass either. Calling it 75-25 like a car accident. 75 on the receiver.
I had more issue with Mariota's pass.
Yeah. That was just inaccurate.
I'm so excited about this camera angle if this is what they're going to use for the season.
That's a good point.
Eli Rogers was wide open there and he passed up on it to hit Juju. Collinsworth's on point here about going to the guy he trusts the most, and he showed it on the last play. To me, that looked like Eli Rogers didn't go to the right place.
No, because to be real, that where Ben threw it was right open. I really like this Tennessee defense. I got to be real here.
Yeah.
Like this, to me, it's just loaded with talent.
Well,
All the corners are good, all of them. Safeties, they have the best safety in the league, I think, Kevin Byard. And front seven, defensive line's not so bad either.
Yeah. I want to go back to that last play because he passed up Eli Rogers, who was wide open, hit Juju Smith-Schuster. Smith-Schuster is open but had a plethora of Titans defenders around him, and he took hits from 3 separate guys on that play, whereas Eli Rogers could have picked up the first down and not taken any damage. It's stuff like that when you get to see the entire play, it just makes you kind of shake your head at the decision Roethlisberger made there.
But then Collinsworth mentioned that it's about trusting a receiver, and then point in case, the very next play wasn't where it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why, because Eli Rogers, remember he had that, like, the week 1, was it 2 years ago? He had 2 touchdowns in whoa, jeez.
Good job by the safety, 34, to come up and make a play on that.
34 is Tremaine Edmonds, I believe. Terrell Edmonds. Tremaine Edmonds is a linebacker. You're going to have to give me a little bit of credit on that one.
That was an excellent read by Edmonds. A split second earlier, that would have been a pick 6.
On rookie A.J. Brown, yeah. Oh, nice.
Here's a safety.
I got to give credit to Adam Humphries, though, on this play. He just made a nice chip.
Yeah, Stephon Tuitt with the safety for the Steelers.
Safety should be worth more than 2 points, I think. I feel like safety should be 4 points. This is like, it's a big win for the defense. Oh, Shazir's on the sideline. Good. He was walking okay. That's good for him. Okay, maybe not.
Well, he's walking around on his own. It's good to see.
Yeah.
Did you use Dazen yesterday for games? Or on Friday?
Yeah, one of them, and it worked okay.
That's good.
Yeah, but it wasn't working in the beginning, and I switched to Game Pass, and then but they only had Listen for the Lions game, so
that's the one weakness with Game Pass. But any games that you should be listening to on Game Pass should be on free range. It should be
excellent.
In theory.
Oh, we got all 3. I forgot.
Yeah.
We're loaded.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
And we have 2 free ranges too.
Yeah. Yeah, that works out nicely.
And we put the main game on this TV up here. Just figuring out the logistics.
Yeah. Jake, I'm guessing you're watching this Titans game today. Eyes peeled.
He was on it.
What are you looking at today? Like, what are you looking for from the Titans watching this game? Because you're going to get to see some depth players or some new rookies, guys that you haven't had a good chance to see yet. I'm excited to start piecing together some of the data that we have and displaying it on our site.
Yeah.
Now that I know this Google Data Studio is going to be really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be able to take all the data we have here, splice it up, and display it pretty nicely.
You don't get to see too many safety punts. It's a little interesting. Wonder how much they practice these. I'm going to call that a good return by Switzer. His camera angle lets you see everything.
Yeah.
I hate the up close one. I hate that one.
Yeah, I'm loving this angle.
They beat Ben Jones and Roger Saffold. That's
Well, Saffold was not prepared for it.
No, he wasn't. Ben Jones, what was he supposed to do?
But that's why Hayward and Tuitt are two of the better interior linemen in the league.
That's true.
To be able to team up and make those kind of plays. Yeah, Jake's interested in seeing the offense clicking, and he doesn't like it so far. I'd have to agree.
Yeah, we would have to
Especially giving
agree.
up a safety early.
I'm gonna point out though they haven't been using Derrick Henry yet, so
Yeah, it's not going to be the same offense without.
With Henry, you're gonna get to beat up on the D line a little bit. In theory, we've been saying this since he got drafted. I want to go back to the days of, 30 carries for the Crimson Tide, Alabama. Another inside zone by Connor for 9-yard pickup, 8.5. The chick referee there? I think so. Yeah, Josh Dobbs. Well, they got rid of Landry Jones for him, didn't they? So, I mean, that's a little bit interesting.
Right now, we have him as the third string quarterback.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mason Rudolph too.
What's going on, Jamie? How you doing? Go Chiefs! How did
Mahomes Jamie.
How did Mahomes look yesterday? I didn't get a chance to. I haven't had a chance to watch.
Neither of us got a chance to watch those games.
We'll be watching condensed versions later.
Yeah, this is a nice highlight of what Pouncey just did. And look at Woodyard has no chance on that. Like, just none. What are you going to do? The guy's too big.
Well, if he's flowing left to right and he gets hit north-south by a center,
he's in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, James Conner looks awesome. Please don't be hurt.
Did you get Connor in one of those leagues?
No,
Yes? No.
you did.
Well, I've got him with the keeper.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal.
That's nice. Jamie, how you doing? You excited for videos to be coming out soon rather than a bunch of these live streams?
Pick videos, participate, compete.
Second and 3 for the Steelers.
Yeah. Nice drag route by
Juju Smith on the crosser.
Juju.
That's a tough part if you're going to play a zone like that and have everybody 5-10 yards back off the ball. You can hit those guys for 2-3 yard crossers. And
the other thing too is even if you're playing a zone 5 yards off the line, you have to switch off to him a bunch of times. And if there's other Steelers crossing the other way, then they have to get picked up.
yeah,
It's a good way to beat a zone quickly. I feel like that's a Patriots move.
37 on Tennessee made a really good tackle. Monty Hooker, 4th round pick for
Nice
this year.
play. Schuster's getting a lot of usage here.
Yeah. This is.
Thank you, Jamie.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie. We couldn't do what we do if it wasn't for guys like you.
Well, there'd be no incentive. It's absolutely. We appreciate the engagement.
To me, this is going to be trouble for the Steelers because guys are going to be teams are going to be able to prepare to shut down Juju Smith-Schuster, and it's going to fall on everybody else.
I don't know. It's going to fall on number 30, I think.
Most likely.
I'm sorry. These preseason carries by Connor are rad. Every one of them.
They are rad. And it's a testament to how good the Steelers' offensive line has been over the last few years.
Yeah, but I wanna give a shout out to Steelers scouting of skill positions.
Yeah, that's true, especially at receiver.
Receiver is ridiculous. Antonio Brown's a 6th-round pick. Say what you want about his antics. Probably the best receiver in the league, top 4 at least. You know, at the worst, he's the 4th best receiver. And for a long time, he was the best receiver in the league. They drafted Bell in the 2nd. James Conner is a 6th-round pick out of Notre Dame. We can take a quick look here.
Pull it up.
Number 30. He is a 3rd-round pick. My mistake.
And then Jalen Samuels again the next year after a 5th-round pick.
Yeah.
He hasn't had too much chance to play, but he's
been good when you've seen it. Smith-Schuster has been electric. What word do you want to use? And then don't forget, they drafted Emmanuel Sanders. They drafted Mike Wallace. And I'm not saying those are the best guys ever, but... Oh, touchdown Smith-Schuster.
So
that was easy.
Is that Logan Ryan, 36?
36. LaShawn Sims. Yeah.
I want to see that play one more time from that same angle.
How is that guy in man on Schuster?
I don't know, but he's... It looked like a...
Oh my god, that was such an easy slant. I'm nervous every time these guys fall down.
Here's a good angle of it.
I think he feints it, yeah. He's going to get doubled so much, though. There's no other way.
I just don't understand how you can play corner if you're 15 yards off a guy backpedaling on that coverage. I don't understand it.
And it wasn't even a corner. It was a corner. I thought it was a safety, but either way.
Samuels falls down.
It's a wet field. Field conditions not great.
Steelers continue their tradition of going for 2.
I gotta be honest though. When you're up 8-0, this is one time I'm gonna be like, can we kick the extra point here?
Yeah, that's true.
Going up 2 scores rather than 1 major score, it's kind of a big deal.
Well, they would have had that either way.
What's that?
If they put up a single there, they'd be up 9. Still be up 2 scores.
Yeah, I get that. That's why I was advocating for the pat for that very purpose.
Okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Jamie, do you have any fantasy leagues or upcoming plans for the season as far as competitions go? How about you as well for you, Jake? I'm gonna grab some water. Do you want some as well?
I would love some, please and thank you, Big Ryan. Can you come back with an apron on or something of that name? Oh, no. No shirt on with the bow tie, please. I didn't know who Arthur Smith is, the Titans O coordinator. I'm going to take a look here. They lost Matt LaFleur to be the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. Oh, he's a Tennessee native. from Memphis. He has NFL experience. His defensive quality assist in the Redskins. Who knows what the parts of that actually are. He's been with the Titans since 2011, though. I mean, that's pretty natural progression. Thank you.
Oh, they're talking about how Tannehill had a different coordinator every season?
Yeah. And Mariota, for that matter.
Really?
Yeah. This is the fourth one in fifth year.
Did they get a new one this year?
Yeah, because Matt LaFleur, right? I just brought that up in the broadcast.
Oh, okay. So who is it now?
Arthur Smith, Tennessee native. He's been with the team since 2011.
And then for LaFleur, where did he end up going?
Green Bay head coach.
It's an interesting decision, huh?
Just because they want a young... Zach Taylor got hired, too, for the Bengals. This is, I think, an overreaction to Sean McVay's success.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bad decision. That's a bad decision. Collinsworth is making the argument for starting Ryan Tannehill, and I don't think that's like completely out of left field. I find them to be pretty lateral players, so I mean, don't forget Ryan Tannehill's been a subpar quarterback for starting for I don't know what 6 years. I can't even recall. I think he was 11th overall pick. Marcus has underperformed too. It's nice to have a strong backup, I think. Oh, he just took a licking. He took a licking. 91 drilled him, Stephen Tuitt and Alvin Bud Dupree. And shoulder pad showing, yeah. Oh no, Dennis Kelly got roasted. Ugh. If you can't handle Bud Dupree, Myles Garrett's going to be tough, like Chris Collinsworth pointed out. Oh man, they just look better. Like, Steelers almost got here. This kick was unbelievable. It bounced to the 10, and it was kicked out of his own end zone. I don't know how special teams has been like some of the most exciting. Me and Jacob saw when we saw Prater's 61-yard kick or whatever it was. That was rad. This punt was excellent. I think this is going to be running into the punter, perhaps, maybe even roughing the punter, because the Steelers collapsed on the Titans. So it's going to be enforced at the end of the kick. So it should be half the distance to the goal, I would imagine, because it was at the 11 roughly when he went down. So unless I'm mistaken here, it's what I thought it was. So it'd be the 5.5-yard line. But if they subtract 10, it'd be at the 1. Here we go. This looks like Mason Rudolph. Yeah.
Mason Rudolph's coming in.
Yeah. This is good. Xavier Grimble and at tight end. You should have seen this punt. It was unbelievable, man.
Was it?
Yeah.
Who's Tennessee's kicker?
Punter, Brett Kern.
Thanks.
Yeah, Kern is a weapon, Jake. There's no doubt about it. I still wouldn't put him as the best punter, just because Johnny Hecker gives you that versatility. But he's up there, that's for sure.
We got Kern right now at an 82.
Yeah. Well, we should see where Hecker is and put it a little closer. Those ones need to be revisited, kickers and punters. Oh, now it's against Tennessee. Okay. Thanks for figuring it out.
Are you going to have to punt again?
No, they just get to move up 10 yards. This punt was a boom any way you slice it, though. Yeah. Josh Dobbs looks like Charlie Villanueva. Maybe he has alopecia. That would make sense to me.
Well, if he looks like Charlie Villanueva, that's likely. Yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah, he has alopecia. Whatever. Couldn't care less. How tall is Charlie Villanueva?
Oh, he's
6'9"?
like he's like
Yeah.
6'9". He's pretty tall.
I guess they can't share each other's IDs then, eh? Like in college.
I don't know if Sam Hyde's 5'10", anybody.
Yeah, yeah.
And if I'm
No, it was
6 feet
5'7".
tall, and if I'm 6 feet tall, then anything's possible.
Yeah, the guy's 6'5", 280. He's 5'7". Oh, they're punting again. This one is still...
That was a hell of a punt.
That was 10 yards more shallow than the last one.
Yeah, and they went away from the nice camera angle, so it's hard to see what was happening.
Switzer had a good return, though, it looks like. That camera is especially valuable when you're looking at the angles that some of these runners are taking. They're talking. Michelle Tafoya is saying that Mason Rudolph's night and day from last year. They say that every year about every player. That's a little... How many quantum leaps can happen?
Who was the receiver on Miami?
Oh, always bring him up. He's out of Louisville.
Devontae Parker.
Yeah, Devonta Parker.
The
preseason star.
Yeah.
Who is 73? That guy looks like he's 400 pounds.
When I was in the other room, I heard you mention Dennis Kelly was getting roasted. Was he playing at left tackle?
Yes.
That's trouble for Tennessee to start the year.
Ramon Foster is listed at 328. I just want to highlight 73. Did you see that guy?
That was a broken play.
Yeah. Okay. Bomb. Touchdown.
Oh, James Washington. There's another skill player that we're going to get a chance to look at. Hopefully get some more snaps this year than he did last year. He looked really good in the preseason last year. And he is, at least his highlights in college looked very impressive.
They were all contested, though. I think he slowed down on this one. Let's see. Oh, did that just... Oh, that... I will give him this. He muscled out pretty easy on that.
Rudolph drops the dime on this pass, by the way.
It could have been a little more inside, but yeah. That was too easy for the Steelers.
Yeah, Jake, you can't be too happy with this start. Luckily, it's preseason football. Vrabel looks dumbfounded on the sidelines. He just couldn't get on the field last year. They're talking about James Washington on the broadcast.
Well,
Jake said this game blows. Yeah,
I was reading his comment laughing.
Yeah, this game
It got out of hand already. Like, it's not even the end of the first quarter.
Tennessee or at least opened it as 3-point favorites for this game. I can't see what the line is now. But Tennessee could still come back.
Oh, this looks like a good return, though.
Number 15.
Yeah, Darius Jennings.
Pretty much the kicker made the tackle.
He lost 16 pounds, they said.
Darius Jennings? Or
No,
James Washington?
James Washington. He's 210, not 225. Well, yeah, the guy's like 5'10". How heavy do you need to be? Like, 225 is a lot for a wide receiver. Because you don't need to be bruising. $5'11", yeah. I like the poise there from Tannehill. Is there another quarter? You know what? Tennessee would make sense to me to play. I mean, you're going to get Tannehill for... Is there... Like, are they going to play another quarterback?
They also have Logan Woodside, who was a 7th-round pick by the Bengals in 2018.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah. McNichols got hurt. McNichols got hurt. It looked like he clutched his groin, to be honest. Maybe it was he might have got sacked, though. He might have got sacked. Maybe he got an elbow in the...
Well, it looked like he punched him. Right there.
Yeah,
it might have been an elbow.
Yeah. I think he took a shot in Johns.
Yeah.
And they're not that bad. Come on, pal.
They'll be okay. So McNichols taking snaps before David Llewellyn.
He's hurt.
David Llewellyn's hurt?
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah. Oops.
Yeah, he got sacked.
He'll be back in probably for the next series. Alex Barnes checks in now. Corey Davis with the reception. Keeping the first team.
Wide receivers out. I just saw Shart. Humphreys had a reception 2 plays ago.
Pruitt as well, the tight end.
McCole Pruitt.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a...
He's not a first guy, but an experienced player.
When they're playing two and three tight end sets, nice play by Conklin there. Pruitt did a nice job to, like, I guess obfuscate the or obstruct rather. That would be the word. I'd be surprised the Titans don't come away with a touchdown. This is my favorite commercial, this one.
Yeah.
The casino. They're making an online casino look like it's Monte Carlo. Like everyone's wearing suits and tuxedos to play slots on the internet. Sure. You ever seen people play slots at the casino? They just go like this. They're not even looking.
Yeah.
It's like the mindless zombie game. I would need a serious salary, like to sit there and play. slots. It's impossible.
I feel you. You don't get the hunk that I get on my commercial.
Oh yeah, you get the guy you got a DUI from Trivago.
Yeah. They really doubled down with him, huh?
Yeah, you know what? I figured it out. I was asking my mom about him. She's like, "Oh, he's a handsome guy," and I'm like, "That's who they're going after." My dad, he'll pay for the trips, but he doesn't understand anything about booking them.
Yep. And it works.
And that salt and pepper gets him every time.
In Whistler, the grinder scene is unreal.
Yeah, it's good, eh?
Oh, it's crazy. You wouldn't believe it. The stories I could tell you.
Yeah, oh yeah.
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 Those trees up there, they have secrets.
Yeah, I bet they do. He just called it a sultry Sunday night.
Tannehill forced that one in, and he had a guy just underneath who was open. If you got to watch all the games in these camera angles, you'd be able to tell a lot more about watching live games.
Yeah, about who's bad and who isn't.
Yeah, like stuff like that. It's just the read was in the same spot, and Tannehill still passed up the guy who was open for a guy who wasn't open in the end zone and threw it away.
Oh, here we go. That was fantastic. 28. Is that Artie Burns?
I'm pretty sure that is Artie Burns.
Birds? Mike Hilton.
Oh, that was Mike Hilton?
Yeah. I don't think he's happy about that one, Collinsworth. A very embarrassing college photo of him looking like the guy who works the movie ticket booth in The Simpsons.
We're going to get an interesting decision here from the Titans and Vrabel and the coaching staff.
They got to go for it here.
Give
Give Henry one carry here. Let's get it.
It looks like they're settling for a field goal. With a bunch of offensive players coming off the field. So Suckup's going to put up 3 points here. But you're 4th and 1. What, inside the 15?
Yeah. I hope this doesn't extend towards the
sorry, they're
regular
4th and
season.
1 on the 5-yard line. That's a sad decision. I know these games don't matter, but it's stuff like that that just makes you question your coach.
Yeah, it's preseason though. I hope he just doesn't do it in the regular season. That's it.
That's something that we should track this year. Is coaches like good coaching decisions and bad coaching decisions.
Gaffes, yeah.
And then have a running total.
Yeah, I know who would have led the league in gaffes 2 years ago. That would have been easy.
Yeah, that would have been easy. I think they want to get Suckup some game kicks because he's been injured.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a reasonable
possibly.
answer.
Possibly, yeah. You would know better than we would. I just don't know if a 25-yard field goal for Ryan Suckup's going to make that much of a difference.
But think about it. They don't really care about winning and losing. I think even from a strategy standpoint, like it's bad, but I mean it's not regular season. Like save that stuff for the regular season.
Well, the Steelers went for 2 in this game, and Tennessee decided to kick a field goal, 4th and 1 from the 6-yard line.
Yeah.
It's just the different coaching philosophies, I guess you could say.
I think I see, but it's preseason, man. You don't know he's gonna do that in regular season.
I doubt he would, but why do it now then?
He's got a reason. He's an explanation.
Yeah. I know Jake thinks it's because they want to get sucked up the work.
It. Maybe everyone's on a pitch count. That was enough plays.
I don't know. I'd be trying to score touchdowns. That's just me.
Well, in the preseason, yeah. Hey, I know a team that went 4-0 in the preseason.
Yeah, who?
The Cleveland. They did it one year. How'd they do in the regular season?
Terrible.
Oh, 116. Yeah, right.
So technically they were 4-16 that year.
Sure.
Would you rather have Schweitzer or Humphreys?
That's a great question. At this current salary, I think we know the answer.
Well, that's an easy. Without salaries, though. I don't know if there's that much difference.
Adam Humphreys, to be honest, but it's like minimal. I can't believe he's getting paid that much money. Who's his agent? It's probably Drew Rosenhaus, just killing it as usual. What's Ryan Switzer getting paid? $741,000. Conveniently the same number as Adam Humphreys.
Is Humphreys, 13 times better?
No, he's not.
Weird.
You don't even have to go by that measurement necessarily, right? Like even if you did leaner, like linearly, that's not even a word, but yes.
I'm surprised in our keeper league someone kept Jalen Samuels.
Sean did.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that.
I'm not.
Why?
I might have had something to do with that.
Yeah, you convinced him to keep Jalen
Well,
Samuels?
it's because I'm like, he said, what would you do? I'm like, the later the better.
Later the better, but Jalen Samuels probably isn't going to play enough to be he's super fantasy relevant, and if James Conner gets hurt, you've got a first-round pick on your hands.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I don't know how much value there is.
I've noticed that Pittsburgh has a large man playing number 7 with the jersey number 72. Just realized it's Zach Banner. He's 6'8", 360 pounds, and he is noticeable on the field.
Zach Banner?
Yeah.
Nose tackle? I'm hoping.
No, right tackle.
Oh, he's on the...
Offensive lineman.
On which team, sorry? Pittsburgh?
The Steelers, yeah.
Okay.
He's on the field right now. Just take a look at him. Might have another Trent Brown on our hands.
Anytime I hear a guy's 368 pounds, I think it's a nose tackle, not a right tackle.
Yeah, because that would make more sense.
There's guys that are sub 300 playing tackle in the league. So
yes, there's a lot. He's playing left tackle right now.
What number is he? 72?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
They're showing this weird video of Dean Pease playing piano at his university.
I like how he takes his strongest strength as a human being, his strongest trait, calls it his weakness, and then overcomes the obstacle.
Look at 72, dude. Look at him, man. Hey, I got an idea for 4th and 1. Just run the ball to the left side where it's behind Zach Banner and get him to fall over. That guy is huge, man.
We've got Khalif Raymond returning this one. He's a 4th year UDFA.
This is another thing I always like. Red Lobster had a picture of a crab vessel, like as if they have a bunch of guys out there doing that.
They're trying to portray freshness,
which I don't think is honest.
It's all about perception.
Yeah. This broadcast is really going to hurt their stock.
I feel like we just hit the lottery by getting the same commercial.
You're just on a delay here, pal.
No, we have other commercials going otherwise. I'll have to make a couple changes to the fantasy sheet to get ready for Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to figure out a way to automate it so we don't have to redo it each time.
You can just go to the next one realistically.
Hmm?
You can just go to the next one realistically. So at the end, it's not going to change everything that drastically.
It'll make a difference. Like if you take a guy like Luck out,
Yeah,
every other guy slides up at quarterback.
Yeah.
So it's not going to make a huge difference, but it makes a difference.
It makes it more rare quarterbacks at a minimum.
As well as we have to kind of look through and see any players that are injured or suspended.
Yeah, Lance Kendricks just got suspended.
There's going to be a big jump for Duke Johnson because his projections are gonna change.
Josh Gordon too.
Yep.
It's the one fortunate thing I got him in that draft. Oh, that ball was high.
That was Darius Jennings with that drop.
Holy, Devin Bush Sr. was a stud too. Junior is heavier and faster though. That's crazy.
Different time. That was a good decision.
That was awesome. I think there might be a hole in that play, but I think there's a chance that there's a roughing the passer. You got hit really low.
Tannehill's arm talent isn't superb, but
No.
if he can make the right decision, he can be effective.
Yeah.
And he made a good decision there. He hasn't made good decisions on every play so far this game. And
he's a good athlete too.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, this play's coming back.
Kevin Pamphile.
Oh, man. Really nice play from Cameron Hayward. Chasing down the wide receiver screen. Holds it to a 3-yard gain on a 3rd and 15, 16. Hayward into it. Yeah. Very good.
Yeah. Especially when they're playing backup offensive line. It's going to be tough. Nice job by Switzer again. Switzer's been great.
That was one hell of a trio, Bell, Roethlisberger, and Brown.
Yeah, but I actually think the Steelers are probably better off for it. The team they're building through the trenches. Oh,
Interesting play design there.
and to be honest, the drop off between Bell and Connor was kind of minimal, dude.
Connor's been good, but Bell's still at another level.
Yeah, but it's. I don't think it. If you look at the stats behind it, it's not that. It really hasn't been that much difference.
Yeah.
And not to mention Connor. Look what they're paying Connor. $650,000. I'm sorry, I'll take that all day over what, 12 million or 13 million. And then Schuster's on a rookie deal too. He's probably getting 1.8 million, would be my guess.
There's a report today too that Ty Montgomery's going to split time with Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I believe that.
I don't know if I do either, but that's just a report that came out today.
I could see them playing wishbone and splitting guys out because they can both play wide receiver.
Yeah.
That would be probably their best strength I could think of.
Yeah.
And then who do you play? Herndon, Anderson. Anderson's good because you can take the top off. And Enunwa.
Yeah, that's a nice combo.
That's that. All the skill sets kind of fit nice. This was a really brutal throw by Mason Rudolph.
Rudolph had happy feet there. And he wasn't even pressured, but he made the throw.
I don't know. Maybe it was a miscommunication with James Washington. That would make the most sense.
Here's another look at it. Amani Hooker with the interception.
Oh, yeah. Washington stopped.
We looked at Hooker earlier. He's a 4th-round pick for this year. That was a nice play he made there. Good read. And he makes the catch. Not an easy catch to make.
No. Oh, Taylor Lewan's playing.
That's nice to see.
Yeah, they can't start him because obviously they want Kelly to face the reels. Jeez. Yeah, the Steelers are playing the ones pretty much. Not quite, but...
Tannehill didn't have the guy he wanted because the safety came down, made a really good read, and cut off the underneath one. He had to go over top if he's going to make it, and he needed a lot more time.
Just throw it to 30 now. Are you serious? Oh.
Yeah, Devin Bush still out there. Javon Hargrave.
It's not that the Steelers are so great. I'm just impressed with. They just look like they're playing they're in midseason form. That's what it looks like to me.
Well, the Steelers they draft tough players, and tough players play every game.
Yeah.
They don't care if it's preseason or not. These guys come to play every day.
They do, and they're like all these hits are pretty decent.
A nice punch out by number 38. Which is a little bit confusing because it's Jalen Samuels' number as well.
Yeah, it's Cameron Kelly. Artie Burns, come on. Nice job.
Artie Burns did well on the coverage there. He didn't bite on that fake.
Yeah, but I didn't like that tackle though. Like after we just talked about the toughness of the Steelers.
A little quieter in here, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that was nice.
I know.
Took me
For you, yeah.
Yeah, it took me a couple hours, but I managed
really?
to figure it out. Yeah. That's the old one. I think it's worth a couple $100, so we could probably sell it.
You should then.
Don't put it down that way.
Yeah. What a 7-Eleven commercials. It is. Ooh, it's an interesting formation. It's like a single back trips bunch type thing.
It's been impressive for Jalen Samuels how well he's played as a running back, because he was more of a fullback tight end hybrid in college, and he's fitting quite nicely as this.
But it's another Randy Fichtner special though. Is you're really getting just peeling the onion, shredding the cabbage, polishing the stone, getting the most out of these guys. I don't know what I like here. Why? He caught it. I can't. No.
He caught it, but the pass was too close to the sidelines. Johnny Holton with the reception, but out of bounds.
That is a terrible camera angle.
Yeah, number 23, the corner actually did a really good job of pulling his body over.
Yeah. There was another open pass. Didn't see who, but someone was open. I'm going to guess Washington.
Khalif Raymond lets that one bounce again, and they lose a bunch of yards from that. So we had the Colts winning 8.9 games down to 8.1. Let's see where this predictive analysis takes them from 9 down to 7.1. So they have that twice as drastic of a fall compared to our ratings. The guy who got sacked looked like he's back in for some carries.
Jeremy McNichols. That's crazy. They've never beaten the Colts. The Titans, that's insane. When Andrew Luck was on the field?
0-11.
That's crazy.
It's the same rhetoric that Jake told us at the start. Luck retires, Titans chance improving.
Yeah.
An injury to number 21 on the Steelers.
Looks like a quad injury from the way he's grasping.
Sean Davis, who is one of their starting safeties. McNichols with a ton of room on this run.
He took a nice pop from 34.
That's Edmonds.
Yeah,
Terrell Edmonds.
Yeah.
The interesting part, too, is that Terrell Edmonds wasn't even coming downhill. He was just meeting him at the point of contact, actually running backwards, and still made quite the hit. And a big block from Taylor Lewin.
Lewin grabbed the inside of the face mask, too, on Devin Bush.
Which helps.
Lewin's a passionate guy. I like him. He's probably a bit dirty, but works for me.
So they let Luck keep the money
Yeah, they did.
for, I believe, this upcoming year, or is that just the rest of his contract?
It's the guaranteed money because I don't think he's getting paid for this year, but his guaranteed money and the signing bonus is for him to play out, and he's not.
It's pretty nice of the Colts to do.
Well, I think I don't think Irsay is convinced that he's fully retired.
I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back in a year or two.
Yeah.
But it's definitely tough because their team has turned the corner.
Well, it's the best manager in the league. Best
Yeah.
GM, I think.
Who, Chris Ballard?
Yeah. Been saying that since before the draft last year.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
Well, it helps. He had some things fall nicely for him, like being able to draft a guy like Quentin Nelson.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the 6th overall pick. Everyone else had a bunch of opportunities for things.
Yeah.
You know, and then he picked Darius Leonard. He's like nailed on everything, and all his free agents have worked out. I don't know. He's done a great job. He isn't overpaid for anybody. Fiscally responsible. They're like 3rd or 4th in cap space too.
Yeah. They've been up there for a while.
Yeah, but they actually have an offensive line. They went from worst to first under him.
Yeah, that's true.
Why do they talk? Like, does Roethlisberger really care or want to talk about Antonio Brown? Like, there's no way.
People want him to talk about it. That's
Yeah,
about
he
it.
doesn't care. He's like, yeah, he's a guy who used to play on my football team. Yeah, he was good.
Is that what he said?
No, he said that I hope he has a good and healthy season. Which,
Yeah. So it's
yeah.
standard.
Yeah. Which means I don't care.
Maybe NBC thought they'd get the inside scoop.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, if you put, young starlet Michelle Tafoya and Roethlisberger under those hot lights, you don't know what's going to happen.
That is true.
Take it down, man. You got 3 timeouts. Go right down here. You don't need to snap that. Now, if you don't get this, now the Steelers have time. I'm sorry. Adam Carolla said it best. An 11-year-old that plays Madden would have a better idea of time management than any of these NFL teams.
Ooh.
I wouldn't call him a cornerstone Collinsworth, Sean Davis, that is. But, I mean, he plays a lot of snaps.
He was a 2nd-round pick in 2016.
Sean Davis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should run it now to the. Oh, jeez. Hayward's still in the game. No wonder.
Interesting to watch this play back.
Call a timeout, Pittsburgh. Really?
They had a very small edge rusher on Taylor Lewin one-on-one, and then Hayward took advantage of the left guard. Didn't see who it was. Number 61.
Who's a small edge rusher? 42. Sutton Smith. That guy looked like a Sutton Smith. 6th-round pick this year. That guy looks just tiny. 232, 6 feet tall. You're not going to beat Taylor Lewin. I'm sorry.
Aaron Stinney got beat there by Cameron Hayward, a second-year UDFA. Too bad we don't get to see Jeffrey Simmons play. We got him on the NFI at the moment. He's not playing this entire year, is he? Or unlikely to play?
Unlikely, yeah. Because I think he's eligible to return. Well, Amy Adams-Strong, she looks like she's invested in this game.
Yeah.
Oh, a nice hit 41 at the end as the guy's going down. David Long, linebacker, UDFA out of West Virginia.
Getting to see a second look at that. It's unbelievable how much range some of these players have. Like, it's like less than a second and they're over there from the other side of the field.
Yeah,
able
absolutely.
to make plays. That's a weird thing, huh? College football teams only get 20 hours a week to practice.
No, it's anything, though. That's meetings, the works.
That's unreal.
It's probably including the game, too.
So they take that to half. Titans will receive the second half kickoff, and we'll be back with you guys for the second half.
You should.
What's up, guys? We are back for the second half.
We need to get younger at the position.
Unfortunately, we missed out on Ben Roethlisberger's tell-all interview with Michelle DeFore.
Oh, did we?
I assume so.
Oh! Ah! Nice run, Logan Woodside. Or sorry, Barnes. I don't know why I said that. I'm terrible at reading numbers. It's like hilarious. Alex Barnes. There we go.
Well, they did say Logan. They're starting off with Logan Woodside.
I know, but I read the wrong number, though.
But at quarterback, it's Logan Woodside. So he's going to probably play the rest of this half, if I had to guess. He's the third-string quarterback on Tennessee. End of the night for Tannehill, barring injury. And that's Alex Barnes at running back, you said?
Yeah.
Alex Barnes, running back for Tennessee.
UDFA, Kansas State, 6 feet, 226, $585,000 contract. As a UDFA tends to get.
Strike from Woodside for the first down.
I can't see who that is. 16. Cody Hollister, 6'4", Arkansas, third round UDFA. 6'4", rather. That's a tall guy.
Not a guy I remember playing over the last 2 years.
No, I don't think he has. You can definitely see that they're in their second string defensive line, the Steelers, because they're getting these runs are getting through. Yeah, Isaiah Buggs and Daniel McCullers. Yeah, nice tackle by Daniel McCullers. Big boy, 352 pounds. 6'7".
Who was the linebacker number 44 on Pittsburgh?
I think this guy they mentioned. Ulysses something. Oh, it's Tyler Matakevich. He played lots of snaps last year. Did they get that off? That's fantastic if they made that. Khalif Raymond, the returner.
Did a good job.
Barehander, I like it.
I don't know if this is going to stand as a catch.
I think it should.
Ball comes loose at the end there.
I like it. They're going to snap it. '93 pulled it down. Daniel McCullers is huge, man. I like to see him fight that tackle they have, 72.
They still have Lewin playing.
Who?
Taylor Lewan.
Oh, yeah. Why not? Why not? I think Lewin got the fumble. It was a sack fumble. We'll see who's got it. Or it wasn't Lewin. Skipper, nice last name. Tuzar, cool name.
Who's our skipper?
Yeah.
Who's our skipper? Made some really good plays in the. I forget if it was the first or second preseason game.
Really not selling the phone to me there.
Maybe calling for help would have been good, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Texting your friend that there's a bear outside. Probably not the best use.
Or maybe best use is when you're out in the wilderness in a cabin enjoying nature is to be on your phone the whole time, taking pictures with dog faces. That's a good idea. Why would you have thrown that to Switzer? Sorry, I'm talking about Mason Rudolph's interception. Now, Jake Jacobs, who you're looking forward to, Josh Dobbs.
Who's that at running back 33 for Pittsburgh?
I don't know. Let me take a look here. Trey Edmonds. Oh, yeah, right. Third round UDFA. 223.62.
Big boy.
Tall. Feels like a run, too. There's a flag thrown. It feels like he ran for the first down, but
Get to see after this flag. Titans D lineman Brent Urban with the hands to the face penalty gives Steelers 1st and 10.
Definitely a lull this drive.
Yeah, other than the penalty keeping them on the field.
Yeah. Just been a lot of ho-hum runs by Trey Edmonds. The holes haven't really been there, though.
Xavier Grimble's a name we haven't got to announce yet.
I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, but it wasn't. He hasn't made an impact. Let's say. Wow. This might be offensive pass interference and out of bounds.
Looks like it. Bolton.
So I felt like Switzer was open underneath again.
I thought that play was designed to go to Grimble.
That was a nice throw, though. Offensive pass interference number 80. Holden.
And it's that camera angle again. It really lets you see it happen.
It was hard to see close to the sideline, but I'm fine with that.
He pushed off at the end of the route just to create the space.
Why Switzer was so open,
a pretty
though.
weak call.
Yeah.
Did Tennessee decline the penalty?
Yeah, because it'd be 4th down, right?
They called it incomplete.
Yeah. Out of bounds.
Khalif Raymond with the
barehanded catch.
At the 8. Do you have any other fantasy drafts other than the McPhail League?
No. I'm getting out of that game. Maybe back in, though, considering these new revelations.
It comes down to how many teams we want to manage.
Yeah. Realistically, though, if they have the same waiver structure and I have to get up at or just be up at 1 in the morning on a Wednesday, that's fine.
It's just not ideal. There's better ways to use this information to make money.
Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna see how well. I don't want to be results based, but take a look at it to see how it constructs a team. This is the most interesting.
Mm-hmm. So what do you expect from Vrabel this year?
That's a bit of a loaded question, actually. It's not what I don't know what to expect. I could rephrase it to what I'd like to see.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them stick to it. You know what I mean? For Henry's gonna have some bad carries, and they're not gonna be able to get much going some of the time. But I'd like to see him have patience with the run, because a lot of teams abandon that strategy when things aren't going well, and I don't think that's the way to go. Controlling the clock is the most important thing I can think of, aside from scoring points. So, and even then, sometimes the clock is more valuable than scoring points when you have a lead. So, there's that. I like to see him stick to the power run.
What are these guys talking about?
Well, Cody Parkey missing kicks.
Interesting subject matter.
Yeah. I don't find the Bears to be that nearly as good as people think they are. We're going to find out. I'm not talking about Carly Lloyd making a 55-yarder. She got a huge run-up, though. I mean, good for her.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I could do that when I was a teenager. I could kick 50 yarders. I kicked a 45-yarder with a rugby ball when I was 16.
It actually brings up an interesting point that this might be. I have a woman playing professional sports.
Yeah, if they're a good enough kicker, they should. Meritocracy makes sense.
That might be the best way for them to break in.
Our friend the Baldy, I got a measuring tape from the warehouse I worked at, and we measured his punts. He was punting, I think it was 68 yards, somewhere around there, 67.
Yeah, without any training.
Without any training, yeah. But I will say though, like it wasn't like a quick formulated punt. He had like a reasonable like couple steps to run up and do it, and there was no duress. Yeah. And we were on a gravel field, or an all-weather field, so the bounces might have been a little bit generous, probably because the ground's a bit tougher. But now we didn't even measure bounces. We were where it landed for the most part. Yeah, he was over 60 yards. So. He kicks a ball harder than any person we've ever seen too. That's an underrated thing because there's a lot of people that can do it. Cairo Santos, 1 year of college, he's in the NFL, and he's a 5'9" guy from Brazil.
Yeah.
There's a lot of they could really improve that game.
Here we go.
Nice reverse that's gonna go for pretty big by 82. The Steelers. Wow, nice play.
It also brings up an interesting point because I know the U.S. women's national team soccer players have been kind of upset with what they're getting paid, but you can make pretty good money being a kicker in the NFL.
Yeah. Well, the difference between the U.S. and men's women's soccer team is the women's soccer team ran at a net loss of $27.3 million. They get paid, I think, 10 times the amount of the share that the men's do. It's just because the men's World Cup gets so many eyes on it. It's impossible. It's impossible to keep up with anything. It just gets more eyes than anything, any football game. So it's kind of tough as that goes. But yeah, I mean, if they can do it, I have no qualms about a woman in the NFL as long as they're capable. I don't think it's possible at any other position and won't be just because of the construct and the difference between men and women. But if they can kick 50, 60 yarders, then so be it. Who cares? The difference between winning and losing, Al Davis wouldn't have cared a little bit.
Shout out the Noise is an excellent moniker after getting rid of Antonio Brown.
I guess that's true. Oh my! I can't believe Dobbs evaded pressure here and made a pass. He took a licking on it too. I can't believe Dobbs was getting pursued, and then he took a big shot too. Right on.
And lands a strike to Griffey. Excellent play by Dobbs.
Oh, Trey Griffey is Ken Griffey Jr.'s son. I didn't know that. And well, it would be Ken Griffey then. It's Trey Griffey.
Is that Ken Griffey's son?
Yes.
They called this an incomplete pass?
Are they joking?
I don't know why.
Yeah.
So he's been working hard to get into the NFL, considering he finished college 2016, redshirted, well, essentially wasn't on a roster 2017. 2018 played on the practice squad. And then 2019
He was on Indy for a little bit too before Miami.
Oh, okay.
That was not an accurate throw.
I don't see a lot of other teams knocking on the door to try to get a guy like Rudolph or Dobbs from the Steelers.
You can put one of them on the practice squad. They used a lot of draft capital on Mason Rudolph.
How many more years for Roethlisberger?
That's impossible to say. I'm going to say 2. He says longer, but he contemplates retirement. Wow, and sometimes he, maybe this Andrew Luck thing kind of puts things into perspective for him. Let's say that.
It's true. Some of these guys just make so much money; it's hard for them to step away.
Yeah, but when you need an exit strategy for everything for the most part. The physical limits outweigh the physical damage outweighs the added income.
Yeah. On the broadcast, they're talking about how Derrick Henry improves, at least touchdown-wise, from month to month. So December, he's more valuable than he is in September. And it reiterates what the fat guy was talking about earlier with sticking to the run and just trusting Derrick Henry can get it done, because he is one of the more dangerous running backs in the league. But he needs those opportunities to make it happen. Skipper made another play there, fighting off 2 blocks to assist in the tackle. Woodside took a big shot there. Nice run from Alex Barnes, picking up about 6 yards here. Couple of catches for Taywan Taylor on this drive. Kind of surprised he's playing with these essentially like second or third stringers. Steelers settle for a field goal.
This guy's played a lot, Cam Kelly.
Yeah. They're talking about how he's getting a fair share of snaps tonight to see what he can do.
Well, Sean Davis is maybe out.
Woodside's made some nice plays here on this drive, keeping them on schedule. A lot of people are excited about the Browns this year, but do you see the Steelers taking a step back?
No.
Like enough to
No.
jump?
No.
Or to let the Browns jump them?
No, I don't think so. I think Steelers are the favorites to win this division. I don't like them. There's that. But that's not. How we pick games has nothing to do with what I like.
Cleveland are slight favorites to win the division at plus 148. Look at just right here. But Pittsburgh plus 161 We have them a win and a half better at just finishing just under 10 wins.
Yeah, because I think they are a win and a half better. I think that's wrong even a little bit. So I made a bet really early, about a month ago. I have the field, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Baltimore at -130 to win the division against a friend, and I'm very pleased with that wager, regardless of the result. Like, I don't see where the Browns... So the Browns have better skill positions. Okay. Offensive line, no. Quarterback, no. Mayfield's nice, though. Mayfield's going to improve. Roethlisberger's really just slipping from his career ceiling, but it's fine. Defensively, do they have a better defensive line? I'm going to say yes.
On the edge they do, but on the interior...
As a whole, yeah. We're going to bring that up. As a whole, I think their defensive line is stronger than the Steelers, but it's minimal. And those are strengths for both the teams. I think the Steelers are strong in the trenches in both ways, though. And now the secondary of the Browns is better. I like the linebackers for the Steelers better, but I like the Steelers coaching better, top to bottom. I like how the organization is run better. And I think that is elevation enough, even if they have similar type teams. The Steelers are just they're a prepared team. They're prepared every year. I don't even remember a year where they were really bad since I've been watching, and there hasn't been one. I think there's 1 year where they won 7 games, they didn't make the playoffs. I mean, those things happen. The Browns have been a calamity. They're gonna have to show me first.
Yeah. Browns
have had 2 winning seasons since 2002. They're dysfunctional top to bottom. And the other thing too is I don't like this talk before I walk type attitude from the Browns either. I'm a Browns fan and I'm really slagging them. They're talking about American Ninja Warrior. Really shilling hard there, Collingsworth. Oh, big hit from Matakevich on 35.
And Skipper keeps making plays. Number 51, the edge player for the Steelers. He's making a case to make this team.
Yeah, he probably will make it. He's 3 sacks in the preseason. Jeez. This guy, they might have found something. How do they do this? Another shout out to the Steelers drafting and scouting. It's just excellent. I mean, of course they could. This preseason game means nothing, and this could blow up on them. But from what I've seen, they just seem like a complete team to me. They'll be in it. They'll be in it every game. Did they just call it spaghettini?
Maybe.
I thought I heard that the first time, and I don't want whatever spaghettini is.
I don't have the same commercials as you, so I didn't.
Well, I have to vent aloud. It's for the viewers. Play action bootleg. Nice throw on the run by Dobbs.
It's caught by Zach Gentry, who was the 5th round pick for the Steelers this year at tight end.
6'8". Maybe a Jesse James replacement. It's a way of looking at it.
Yeah. I know they said that Vance McDonald isn't going to be able to play every down.
Well, that's pretty fair. They have enough depth, though, with Xavier Grimble. Ooh, don't get hurt. 39.
Hey, we're talking about stopping the run is interesting because it's something you said coming into the second half. They were having a tough time stopping the run, and Tennessee got to sustain a drive.
Yeah, absolutely true. Ooh, could have been picked off. It was bad at the line. There were some impending Tennessee Titans, but it fortuitously fell in an area where no one was able to get to it. Big hit by Williams, the running back on special teams. This is Kevin Dyson was a Docker.
Back to some game action.
High formation, fullback in motion. Comes across. Okay.
What looked like a bad drop turned into a great catch by number 80 on Tennessee, White. Let me just pull up who that is. Poppy White. First year UDFA. 5'9", only 168 pounds.
It's tough to make rosters at that weight. Stretch play that didn't work well for Akeem Hunt. Much like Kareem Hunt, Akeem Hunt played for the Chiefs as well. Now it's a pitch. Strong side. Akeem Hunt gets the first down on a tough run.
It looked like a block in the back from number 89 on the Titans. Wick.
Didn't catch it.
Which is tough considering it happened in the backfield.
Talking about David Quisenberry's cancer, he went to right here, San Jose State. Another stretch. Wow, Akeem Hunt really found the gap. I think he was down. He may have fumbled. If not, it looks like they recovered the Titans anyways.
They both call him down. Both side judges.
Even he wasn't down.
The ball did come out. I didn't catch the number on who punched that out. 27 on the Steelers. And that was Marcus Allen, the 5th-round pick from last year, 2018 for the Steelers. Punching out that ball. Did you see if the Steelers came up with that
no,
recovery?
Tennessee did. Tennessee ended up with it. Now Michaels, apparently he took the under on how long this game's going to take. Wow, the angle didn't give us a good look, but Khalif Raymond seems to be getting open a lot.
Yeah, there was some sort of underneath and overtop zone. And the underneath zone was cheating down too low.
35 left his post, Mathis. It's a high-low, yeah. This was an A-gap run. Running back dive, and he got caught. Tackled in the backfield by the guy who blew the coverage on the last play, Mathis. Woodside turned his play in kind of a draw almost. Maybe that was even designed. He didn't quite make it though.
Just messy from the three outside players there, the two receivers and tight end. And we're going to get another short field goal from the Titans. Suckup getting his second attempt at the game. Not sure why the flag's coming out.
Gotta be some sort of shift, I would imagine. Oh, there's 12 men on the field for the Steelers. They're still kicking the field goal at 4th and 1.
Standard. That was the precedence that Vrabel set in the first half and continues on with the second half.
Yeah, he's not worried about winning. He wants special teams reps.
Dolphins released TJ McDonald today.
Yeah.
Saves them $5.1 million against the cap, but it's a team that's not really up against the cap, so it's an interesting decision.
Yeah. They put confidence in it's because they were trying to trade Rashad Jones, I think, and because they didn't find a trade partner and they're deciding to keep him.
Sterling Shepard's is slated to play week 1.
Yeah.
Dante Foreman went unclaimed through waivers, which makes sense because he's going to be injured entering the season. Go time for Josh Gordon. It's the last major hurdle for Gordon to play week 1, so all he needs to do is practice for the next 2 weeks, which is something he did on Sunday afternoon. Gordon's return is huge news for Tom Brady and the Gronkless Patriots because Gordon offers the most playmaking ability on the roster. Gordon was able to earn every week wide receiver 2 status in fantasy last year, and that could very well be the case in 2019 too. As always, Gordon carries as much risk as any player in fantasy.
Interesting. Yeah, I read that report. I like him.
Maurice Harris was cut by the Patriots.
He'll pick up somewhere, though, Maurice Harris.
Robert Foster, the receiver on the Bills, is battling a toe injury. Defensive back Josh Shaw on the Cardinals was put on IR, ending his season. Cardinals also placed wide receiver Hakeem Butler on the IR, ending his rookie season. Billy Price is going to be a backup to start the season for Cincinnati Bengals.
Interesting, considering he was a first-round pick last year, 21st overall, out of the Ohio State University as a center.
And then Damian Willis is going to be the starting receiver, covering A.J. Green's spot until A.J. Green is back from his ankle injury. Dante Pettis is still earning a role on the team, according to Kyle Shanahan. And Shanahan also said that Dee Ford and Jerick McKinnon might return to practice this week. John Ross returned to practice. Cardinals released veteran edge rusher Andre Branch. Lamar Miller confirmed torn ACL and MCL.
Yeah, that sucks for sure.
Raiders signed depth defensive lineman Corey Liggett.
Corey Liggett, yeah.
Case Keenum was named the starter of the Redskins for Week 1. Trey Hopkins is going to start at center for the Bengals, and that's going to
in place of Billy Price.
And then Michael Jordan's going to start at left guard. So Westerman doesn't look like he's going to earn that left guard starting spot after missing 10 days of after a false retirement, I guess you could say.
A short-lived one. Let's give him the euphemism rather than a cacophonism.
There you go. Raiders released Doug Martin, so there's another veteran back that could land with another team. Like a team like Houston could use him. There's an early down back that could swallow up first and second down. Fat guy.
Pardon me, sorry?
Doug Martin could sign with Houston and eat up early down backs.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, he wasn't good with the Raiders, but he wasn't terrible. I mean, he's the only big name I can think of. I just think there's a lot of UDFAs that you can turn the stone over. You can find one.
Yeah.
We particularly like Ryan Chun from the Cowboys in a nice fourth quarter. I mean, there are guys. I mean, I can't think of a... there's a flag on that, though. 93 had an incredible play for Tennessee, but he blew up the double reverse, but he pulled down the last guy by his helmet, or face mask rather.
That was 93 on Tennessee. Just gonna pull up who that is. Frank Herron, first year UDFA.
LSU. Tip ball interception.
Fortuitous bounce for the Titans. Number 38 on the Titans. Mike Jordan, fourth year UDFA. Out of Missouri Western State, 6'1", 200 pounds, 26 years old. Were you able to make moves in that league without any...
Yeah, they allowed it.
I know that was a big sticking point last year.
Yeah. Question would be, Dak Prescott at home to the Giants or Garoppolo on the road to Tampa Bay. I had to replace Lamar Miller and Andrew Luck, so I went with 2 quarterbacks.
Prescott plays the Giants.
He certainly does.
Yeah,
that's who I have in right now. Just Garoppolo's playing a bad secondary in theory, but I'd much rather take the home team. And Josh Gordon at home against Pittsburgh or Sammy Watkins at Jacksonville. I think that's going to be a Josh Gordon move there.
Yeah, we'll see if he's actually playing.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of time to get ready for the season, no matter how much better he is than a lot of the receivers in New England.
It's tough.
They don't need him to be playing week 1. They need him for Josh Gordon and the Patriots. They don't need him week 1. They need him at the end of the season when it matters.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that statement, but it's he should play some role. Watkins, I don't like Watkins' prospects against AJ Bowie.
Yeah, if Tennessee can establish the run, they could have success against Cleveland. But if they can't establish the run, that's going to be a really tough game for them. Myles Garrett's going to be lined up against Dennis Kelly.
Dennis Kelly, yeah. They're gonna. The one good thing about that though is they should be putting a tight end there at a minimum. Sound like Anthony Ferks or something. Mecole Pruitt. At least double team him.
Another catch for Raymond. This drive would be a lot different if it was 18-14 instead of 18-6.
Free play. Should be a free play here. No one threw a flag, though. Yeah, they did now. Excellent recognition by the quarterback, Logan Woodside, to know it was a free play. He threw up a very dangerous pass, but it was free. They're getting the penalty anyways. Errant pass. The running back did a good job of, I think it was Barnes, attempting to stop this run, or Hunt. Or I can't recall who. miscommunication with the receiver on 3rd and 9. You're going to have to punt Tennessee. They're going out with a whimper, it looks like.
Yeah, just not on the same page as the wide receiver there, number 80 for Tennessee. It looked like he thought he was going to stop down at the top of that route, but he broke it inside. 4th and 9, and they're going to be going for it here.
Yeah, guess they're not punting. I like how you care about winning now, though. That's interesting. And they took a sack.
And that goes back to what Vrabel said coming in after halftime, is that we didn't do a good enough job protecting the quarterback, and it shows on the last play of the game.
Last play of the drive.
Well, the last relevant play for the Titans.
Yeah, he got sacked by Rodney Dangerfield.
Spillane.
It's a joke.
Yeah. Running through Alex Barnes there. If Rodney Dangerfield's sacking you at this point in his life, you know something's wrong.
Yeah.
Really at any aspect of his life.
I'm going to say any. Despite the... I guess he's moving a little bit less now.
Steelers have a tough schedule. Part of their first 8 games includes New England, Seattle, Baltimore, the Chargers, and the Andrew Luckless Indianapolis Colts. They also do get San Fran, Cincinnati, and Miami. I don't think we see anything but a run here from the Steelers. No, they're throwing the ball.
Nice play by Josh Dobbs. That route seems to click.
They pick up a first down here. They're going to be able to run the clock down to the 2-minute warning, and there's a chance they might just kneel on the rest of these. They were talking about Rudolph and Dobbs and which guy they're going to keep. I think there's a good chance they keep both.
I think one's probably going to go into practice. I imagine it's Dobbs. I could see him getting swooped up by someone like Indianapolis now.
Yeah, I see one of these guys getting scooped up, but like you said, more for a practice rod or third string role. I don't see either of these guys being quite good enough to be backups yet.
I don't know if that's true necessarily. I thought Kurt Bankert looked really good in the first game. He's on IR over a toe. I'll never get it. Look at the size of Banner. Holy.
Yeah, and he's coming in as the sixth guy.
This guy is huge. Yeah, that's going to conclude it, I think.
No timeouts being taken from Tennessee. So the Steelers are going to win this game outright. They're going to cover the spread as well. I believe the under hit. I don't see it being
24,
anything
It's
lower
never
than
been
24.
that low ever.
But that's it for us tonight, guys. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Jake. Too bad about the Titans today. It was an impressive performance, but you can hang your hat on it being a preseason game, and hopefully it looks better week 1, playing on the road in Cleveland. A very winnable game for Tennessee. Y'all have a good night.
Yep.